Good evening and welcome to Bull Market Stock Show. This is your host, Rian Hobson, and we are with the CEO and founder of Pro Africa, Mainda Kayoba, and we will actually do all the analysis, which is your different asset classes, which is now your FX, we will do your commodities, and we will do your crypto. So please stay with us. It will not take long. I will just take a short break and then I'll be back with you.
Keep your finger on the market pulse with the News Alerts tool. Stay up to date on the latest sentiment across all the major asset classes. Uncover bullish or bearish signals tied to specific assets that could be developing before major price moves, and track how news sentiment correlated with price in the past. Track the news volume on an asset, its fear index, and get a better feel for its underlying strength. All with News Alerts, your central hub for market information. That's higher trading from MarketsX.
Welcome back to Bull Market Stock Show. This is your host, Rian Hobson, and please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube page. Drop your comments, like, and please, I would love to get your questions. And please bombard Mainda with all your questions that you have when it comes to the technicals, whether it's commodities, whether it's your cryptos, which is obviously your favorite, and then also the FX market. Please, there is also a link below. Click on that link, register for markets.com, fund it with $250, and you will get your free classes. It will start actually on the 4th of September, which is actually this Saturday. Please, I will not keep you guys waiting, and I will get Mainda on with me. Mainda, how are you?
Fine, thanks, and yourself. How are you, Rian?
I'm good, man. How's Johannesburg?
Hey, it's actually worked. It's okay. It was chilly not so long ago, but it's getting warmer. And your side?
It's a bit cold, and also here we have the variant that is being ripping around here in the Western Cape. But other than that, we are perfectly fine here.
I see. Yeah.
All right.
Excellent.
I will not keep the people waiting. The whole story with the whole Jackson Hole is the big bloody problem. But
Yeah.
on Jackson Hole, where do you see the crude oil prices actually going?
Okay, so I don't know if you can see my screen. I just wanna pull up the charts. Let me know if you
I
can
can see it perfectly.
Fantastic. All right. So, I mean, look, from my side, honestly, I'm looking at the crude oil itself. You know, it's actually bouncing between obviously $69 per barrel and obviously $67 per barrel. You know, but as we had obviously, Jerome Powell on Friday, he did actually mention that he wants to get the economy going, obviously open. So we might see probably a bullish, continuation this coming, let's say week or even months. So that's what I'm actually, looking at in the long run, obviously.
Yeah. I also checked on the oil. Actually, there was something that come out. I think tomorrow. The OPEC meeting will be around tomorrow when it comes to the oil guys. But I'm actually with you with that sentiment. It looks like we will see a bit of a bullish run for crude oil. Price levels, where do you think maybe oil will go maybe for the week?
Rian, I think it's going to push up, with all the tension that's actually happening with, Afghanistan, and obviously the speech that Jerome Powell obviously, shared on Friday. I think it'll definitely, bypass the $70 per barrel mark, That's
and then we will have to pay more for fuel at the pump.
Look, I mean, as traders, we don't have to worry about that. The market is here for us.
Exactly. And then just for interesting sake, also with the story still with Jackson Hole, where do you see actually gold? Because look, I'm actually in favor of buying gold, and it looks like my screen is upside down because the gold is hammering me a bit. But where do you see gold for this week?
Oh, well. So, gold, as you know, obviously, it's more like a safe haven. This past week it was up and down. Let me just try and pull the chart. I actually did an analysis on the 25th, I think it was July. I don't know if you can see it from your side.
Yep, I can see it perfectly.
Excellent. This was actually done on the 25th June, So this was actually my prediction, and it's actually headed in the same direction that we predicted, But in the long run, I think definitely it's going to bounce on at 1,814. Obviously, then from there, it might want to retest, the probably, I call it the 50 mark, if you're looking at the Fibonacci retracement 0.5 level, So that's where I think the gold might actually be headed. But as you know, it's highly influenced by fundamentals. So anything can happen with gold.
Absolutely, anything can happen there, because I'm actually thinking of gold maybe go to about 1830, but it looks like it's forever to get to get there.
I think it will. I think it will. I think it's already there, but we'll see what then happens. Like I say, there's tension in Afghanistan, so this might actually have obviously a positive impact on the gold itself being a safe haven.
Absolutely. Mainda, when we come, I will just take a short break, but when we come back, we will do actually a bit of cryptos. I would like your view when it comes to Bitcoin. I will just take a short break. Please, ladies and gentlemen, I will be back with some more questions when it comes to the cryptos.
Keep your finger on the market pulse with the News Alerts tool. Stay up to date on the latest sentiment across all the major asset classes. Uncover bullish or bearish signals tied to specific assets that could be developing before major price moves, and track how news sentiment correlated with price in the past. Track the news volume on an asset, its fear index, and get a better feel for its underlying strength. All with News Alerts, your central hub for market information. That's higher trading from MarketsX.
Good evening and welcome back to Bull Market Stock Show. This is your host, Rian Hobson, and we are still with the CEO and founder of Pro Trading Africa. And we actually were just discussing the gold market and also the oil market, of where it will be or where it will go maybe for this week. Please don't forget to drop your questions. Please do it, and please like, and please also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube page. Link below, click on it, register on the account, get the account, deposit actually $250, and then I will start with the classes on Saturday with you. Monday, we are back with more information, and this is regarding the Bitcoin. Yeah. Let's see something else. Where do you see Bitcoin maybe for this week?
Okay, I just want to say, for me, Bitcoin, Bitcoin as well as gold, these are more like safe haven, for investors. I see it actually pushing, a bit higher than where it is at the moment, and I can't remember which country actually made it official. So they haven't said that. I think definitely it will push up, because it's highly influenced by what's happening on the financial markets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then also I saw actually, when was it? I think it was around the weekend or so. Sweden actually released its central coin or something that they released, which was to me a surprise. But I don't think the crypto guys actually like it, because they like to be on their own and don't want to be centralized.
I think Europe is actually looking to introduce, I think they call it Eurocoin. So it's something that we obviously looking very closely, but then I think that one is going to be highly centralized, so I think people or investors will focus more on Bitcoin, so the more these coins obviously, pop up in different countries, the more investors are going to obviously look into it to Bitcoin in the long run, definitely.
Absolutely. But where do you see actually the Bitcoin actually maybe going? Because Bitcoin is a bit struggling, 47,000, then it goes to about 50,000. we maybe can we help the people on where Bitcoin will go?
Actually, let me just pull up the analysis. I actually saw that over the weekend. It
Yeah.
has been bouncing all over the place. So it's um, people need to have enough funds, for them to actually trade either Bitcoin or gold. So let me just
Yeah.
have a look at the Bitcoin.
Because obviously the spread when it gets to Bitcoin, oh, but the spread on silver is worse. But also when you get to Bitcoin, the spreads look, I'm not so easy when it comes to actually a heavy spread also.
I see. So I will look. What I can see here, definitely, there's it's actually resting on I'll say a support level
Uh-huh.
on a daily time frame. So this here, if obviously, I think let me just try and zoom in from your side.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But I can see
So
there. It's
fun.
perfect.
Excellent. So it's actually resting on a support level at 47,000. So if it managed
Uh-huh.
to break through that support level, I think the next level might be at this 44. This was the next probably like resistance level. Before obviously moving in an upwards direction.
Right.
Because it has been bouncing from 50 to 47. So we're expecting a big move on the Bitcoin. Like I say, these are definitely long-term trades. I normally tell people that if you want to look at Bitcoin, obviously look into it in terms of like long-term. So
Yep.
yeah, I think definitely it's gonna bounce at 44,000. Then
Uh-huh.
obviously moving in upwards direction.
Correct. Also with me, I also try to get to the conclusion on Bitcoin. Does it actually move like based on US inflation? Because everybody's afraid of that. If you just switch on Bloomberg, you just hear. Obviously, if people come to Bloomberg, sorry, Bull Market Talk Show, I also just talk about inflation. And I do think actually maybe the inflation has a bit of a part when it comes to Bitcoin. I actually would like to see if the inflation news come out and inflation is a bit high, which I expect. I wonder what will be the behavior of Bitcoin when that happens.
Bitcoin, if you look at Bitcoin, gold as well as silver, these are like safe
Uh,
haven. When
yep.
there's uncertainty on the financial markets, we tend to invest in them. So I think definitely we'll see a bullish continuation. Maybe it
All
might
right.
retest, I don't know, probably 65,000 soon.
Or maybe you're gonna throw also one in of about 100,000, or like the other guy who actually was saying no, it's gonna go up to 500,000 US dollars. It's like, okay, wait, that is a bit heavy.
Yeah, no, but definitely in the long run, I think Bitcoin, it's like I say, it's safe haven. People should actually look into it. Yeah.
All right. I will just take a short break and then I'll be back with some three actually currency pairs that I actually want to know about. So I will just take a short break and then I'll be back with you with those three currencies.
Keep your finger on the market pulse with the News Alerts tool. Stay up to date on the latest sentiment across all the major asset classes. Uncover bullish or bearish signals tied to specific assets that could be developing before major price moves, and track how news sentiment correlated with price in the past. Track the news volume on an asset, its fear index, and get a better feel for its underlying strength. All with News Alerts, your central hub for market information. That's higher trading from MarketsX.
Good evening and welcome back to Bull Market Talk Show. This is your host, Rian Hobson. And please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube page. Also, put on your comments, and please, I would definitely say put on your questions and like. And then please don't forget to click on the link below where you can register for a free account, fund it with $250 and get your classes absolutely free. We are backward to Mainda. Mainda, I have three actually currency pairs for you. One that actually moved actually quite a lot today is the first one is the Euro USD. What
Euro
is your view there
GBP.
for the week for Euro USD?
Let me just try and open up from my end. Awesome. Okay, so we saw obviously what really happened on Friday regarding the meeting that Jerome Powell had. So we expected obviously the euro to gain more strength, but then obviously it did actually. We can see over here. Let me just try pull up and highlighter. We can see obviously there was a bullish. Hold on, let me just see. There was a bullish on Friday, okay, but then
Correct.
today there was actually a downtrend. So I think it was more like retesting this level right here before moving in an upwards direction. So in the long run, again, obviously Euro USD, we might see it retesting this level here. But at the moment, it's actually bouncing between obviously 1.839 and obviously 1.807. So honestly, on my side, I was expecting to see a downtrend, okay, before a bullish continuation, because I mean that's a strong, obviously, candlestick, bearish candlestick. So I mean, at this stage, honestly, it's more like we're looking at the candlestick patterns. Will the three black crows form? If they do, then we take advantage of it. But at this current stage, yeah, we just obviously keep an eye on Euro USD. So now here's the thing, Rian. If one candlestick were to open right now, a bearish candlestick, for me personally, that would be an indication that obviously the downward continuation is strong. So yeah, I think at this stage it will definitely probably potentially retest this support level right here, which is 1.7663 before a bullish continuation.
Yeah, because also there was a bit of a surprise for me for today. Also, when it gets to not just the euro, but with gold as well, and the British pound as well. There was some bad news at about 4 o'clock. I expected bad news out of the United States. Actually, two of them. It was the PMI of Chicago. The second one was the consumer sentiment was bad as well. So I thought like, hey, my gold trade will finally come right now. And then when I look back, my gold trade was deeper in the negative, but then it gets back.
I think
for me.
No, I was saying I think right now most currency pairs obviously are influenced heavily on fundamental. It's more like in the olden days when there was a NFP. We know that we witness like big movements. So I think that's exactly what we're currently seeing. I think I was trading also Euro JPY the previous day on a daily time frame. It actually shot all the way up. Because of fundamentals, so
Correct.
yeah, currently currencies are more influenced by fundamental, analysis, I would say, as well.
Yeah, I expected more from Euro USD as maybe the week progressed. Maybe we will see a bit of a retest, maybe going down, and then maybe it will fly up. Well, it all depends on how the day end actually, and which candle it actually throw out.
Yeah. This is actually a 4-hour daily time frame. So yeah, like I said, when we spot probably a bearish candlestick forming, we might expect it to retest this level here before obviously moving in an upwards direction.
Yep.
Because I mean, if you're to look at it this way, let me see if I can draw one trend line quickly. It's actually moving in more like a bullish channel,
Yeah.
Because right now it's actually resting on the upper, trend line. So
Yeah.
That's where it bounced from. So I'm obviously we're expecting to bounce from the lower trend line before a bullish, continuation.
Ah, all right. No,
Now,
that is actually a good one.
yeah. So
Now,
this is
now
how.
that, yeah, that looks for me actually makes a bit more sense to me. Maybe we will see actually a bit of a downtrend before we see a bit of a uptrend for the Euro USD. And
Definitely.
on the other one also is British USD. What do we expect there for the week ahead?
The British USD. Let me just pull that one up quickly.
All right.
JBP USD.
Because also we have the NFP also this week, and we also have quite a lot of news out of the US that will come out, and maybe that can just throw a bit of weight for the US dollar or against the US dollar.
Definitely. Look, I normally tell people to always trade using to have their stop losses. You can't trade without a stop loss because yeah, nowadays currencies are highly influenced by fundamental analysis. So Rain, as we can see, also the GBP USD is actually moving in obviously in a bullish channel, right? Forming higher highs and higher lows. So there is a possibility that it might obviously want to retest, the lower trend line.
Right.
So before obviously moving in an upwards direction. But yeah, we have to look very closely to that. But as you know, obviously in this formation, normally, let me just pull up. This formation right here, once it, let's say for instance, it breaks through the lower trend line, we
Yeah.
might expect something like this, a small retest before moving in
Uh-huh.
downwards direction, then obviously a correction there afterwards. If it does break through the lower, trend line.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So are you more bearish when it comes to British USD or more bullish?
Well, I mean, at this stage, looking at the candlesticks, just like the the Euro USD, I think this is more bearish. We can see that engulfing bearish candlestick right there. So I think there will be a continuation. Then obviously a breakout from the lower trend line. Then a small retest, then a continuation.
Right. So that is now if it breaks that that trend line, that lower trend line, and if
Correct.
it doesn't break the lower trend line, then that means that it will go straight away up.
Definitely, I think so. But looking at the candlestick on the 4-hour time frame, we can see the wick the wick obviously for me indicates more like a rejection. So yeah, like I said, I think this will definitely break the lower trend line, a small retest, then a continuation in the downside.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
Andrew. Hi, Andrew. Andrew is just greeting us there. Also on the last one for the evening is actually USD CAT.
USD. Let me just have a look.
I actually saw this one on your LinkedIn profile where you were actually posting. I think it was a week ago, where you actually made some money there. I think with that heavy upswing on USD CAT. That's why I was actually putting that question out for you. Where do you see it now
Yes.
going?
All right. So basically, with this one, we took advantage of it on the uptrend. Then we spotted the long wick at the top there. I'm not sure if you really can see that. That to us actually signaled that it's a change of of the trend. Then we also obviously took advantage of the downtrend. They say a trend is more like a friend to you. A trend is a friend. you know.
Yeah,
So we actually took
absolutely.
advantage of the uptrend as well as the downtrend, you know. So currently, I think it's just bouncing. It's moving like um, horizontal channel. So we're
Yeah.
just kind of waiting for it to either break to the upside or to the to the downside. But currently, it's moving in between. You know. So remember, we only trade when the market is good, when the setup is good. You know. So I think this one we have to wait for either a breakout from the upside or the downside. But currently, we can see two rejections from the downside. So this one, it's more like a waiting game.
Yep, yep. It's actually very uncertain there when it comes to USD Canada. I was actually surprised also when it gets to USD CAD, because I thought with the oil price maybe going up because it's a heavy influence in Canada, I thought like maybe Canada will go up, but then then I was also sitting in a two-way street with him.
Yeah,
But really, it is actually quite a uncertain market as it looks now. But if for example, just for a wild guess, do you expect more of an outbreak for Canada on the upside, on a bullish, or are you more in favor with a bearish breakout for USD CAD?
I would say currently I would say a bearish, you know, for the USD,
Mhm,
because of what's actually happening right now, you know, surrounding the US, you know, with other countries
mhm,
as well. So we might see probably a stronger loonie,
mhm.
Canadian dollar. So yeah, I think we have to obviously take into consideration the fundamentals. But current, yeah, that's what I would say. You know,
Yeah,
I don't know to confuse
because
myself too much regarding the fundamentals.
yeah, because look, it is a tight one, I must say. If you look at the chart, also, it's just sitting and hovering around. It's not going anywhere. And it is actually a tight one when it gets to the USD Canada. But I know a lot of people like yourself also made a lot of money when it was shooting through the air, when the US dollar was really pushing against the USD Canada, and also with other currency pairs. But Manda, look, thanks a lot for tonight's show. We're definitely gonna have you on again and to do more analysis. I hope really there is some breakouts for the market, just actually to break the ice, basically, so that we can see some directions for us.
Excellent. No, thank you so much for having me, Rian. I look forward to our next, meeting, obviously.
No, no, absolutely. Mainda, thanks a lot, and I will definitely see you. And thanks a lot, my brother. See you soon.
Excellent. Thank you.
That was Mainda, the ex-CEO and founder of Pro Trading Africa, was giving his analysis on oil and also on gold and the USD CAD, USD, Euro USD, British Pound USD, and also on the crypto side, which is now Bitcoin. I hope you guys enjoyed today's show, and then I will definitely see you guys again at 1 o'clock tomorrow and some more analysts. I don't know what will be tomorrow, but I will definitely bring you some live news tomorrow as well. That's it from my side. Have a lovely evening. See you guys tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Bye bye.